Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Gimme That Take, the fastest growing live golf podcast of 2023. Stick around for more takes like this.
Sculpted them. Got the at-home cam kit.
Your head's looking very shiny this week. Did you wax it before you?
It is. It's the lighting, I think. It is. No, it is. I do have butter on there.
Oh,
butter.
Oh, okay.
Like
That's
Land
nice.
O'Lakes, not shea butter. Land O'Lakes butter.
Oh, the Land O'Lakes.
Yeah,
It's nice. Do you
shines it
still
up
eat
nice.
do you like the Land O'Lakes because it has the Native American on it, or?
Oh, come on. This is a different show for that. Yeah, but I have my glasses right here. I was gonna wear them for you.
Oh my God!
Oh.
Thank God you.
I figured we'd not give you the satisfaction.
I don't
this
know. I've had a lot of people reach out on social media saying that they need Daddy Stanley
week.
to tell us what he thinks about golf.
So if I'm Daddy Stanley, and you're Cam's creepy twin, who is Aaron? Who is Aaron?
He's a cautionary tale. That's what he is.
Yeah, that's for sure. I do give the best advice.
Aaron looks like a turtle that got turned into a human accidentally.
When oh my God, how perfect! It's so good. Dropped right out immediately as soon as we turned this on. Couldn't have planned that any better.
Oh man.
Hey, when you microwave things, do
Okay.
you microwave each individual item like for a certain amount of time? So let's say it's like pasta. Do you separate your pasta and your meatballs because the pasta takes not as long as the meatballs, or do you put everything together on one dish and throw it in the microwave and see how it comes out?
I'm the person that just, if it's in the container, I throw it in the microwave. I hate myself right now for never thinking of taking specific things out that may need longer or may get overcooked if you put them in there. Man.
Do you end up with undercooked things, or do you end up with overcooked portions? Which
Oh, I always err on overcooking.
What was the question? I got kicked out, of course, because I don't know what I'm doing.
Of course you did. Of course you did. It's microwaves. When you put things in the microwave, and it's like a whole dinner that you put into one little bowl or something like that, and you want to reheat it. Do you take things out and reheat the different things at different amounts of time, or do you just throw it all in there at one time?
No, everything goes in. Whatever comes out. Some things are scalding, burn your face. The other things are cold, not cooked through. Yeah, got to put the whole thing in.
You guys have terrible microwaving technique. Basically,
you take parts of it out.
Yeah, of course.
Apparently,
you look into the science behind microwaving a meal.
You put it in first, whatever needs to go in the longest, and then you start to slowly add things and never actually have to take anything out.
Ugh.
Do you stand in front of the microwave and watch your food
Absolutely.
get reheated?
Every time I do this, I just watch it.
Most of the time when I'm microwaving things, it's at work. So I try to take that time and do other stuff, make phone calls while my food's heating up.
You ever reheat fish at work?
No. And Austin is the last culprit to do that, and
curry goat.
He's been in deep shit ever since.
Yeah, it's frowned upon for sure in the workplace, but I am a culprit of that.
Straight to jail. Straight to jail.
Yeah, nobody likes you. But
how many minutes is too long to stand in front of the microwave before you get cancer?
I think that's variable for person to person.
Yeah, tough one to answer, I guess.
Well, I'm gonna blow your mind because you actually don't get cancer from the radiation that's in microwaves. It's not the same as X-ray or MRI or CT scans. It's non-ionizing, so you could stand there basically in front of a microwave forever, as long as you're not inside the microwave, because that will kill you. If you're on the outside of the microwave, you are fully protected. So
that's pretty interesting.
In case you were thinking of like coming up with some kind of invention where you could wear lead, so you could stand in front of your microwave like a lead face mask.
I was writing it down. Right. Yep. I thank God you said that, because it would have been in the works.
So anyway, for those of you out there, put the meatballs in first, let them cook for like 2 minutes, then throw the pasta on top, another minute, and everything's cooked equally. A little tip.
Where do you come up with this stuff?
I don't know,
I'm
but
older.
I
I'm
love
older
it.
and wiser.
I
I'm
I
older
really
and
do
wiser.
love it.
Well, I'm happy
Um,
to be back. I feel like I've missed 10 of these.
Close.
Yeah, we're about there. We're like past punishment range here. We got to figure something out. Not quite sure what it's going to be. Well, LIV Golf lived up to the hype in Australia for sure. But
Incredible
before we get,
crowds.
Crushed
yeah,
it.
they crushed it. Before we get too much into the course, I want to say something that's controversial. They got to
Here we
break
go.
up the four. They got to break up the four aces. They're too good.
They are good.
Too good.
Well, they did
Too
already.
good.
They got rid of Gooch. He ends up
Yeah.
winning. I mean, they mixed it up a little bit. Uline had a great run. I mean, what else are you going to do? You pick apart the team. I mean, I don't really think it's certain guys that step up and it makes the team well because you get rid of one who just won the tournament, right? And did work for his range goats. But you got DJ who's just consistent as all hell. Pat Perez stepped up. Uline had a hell of a day. So I mean, it just you play well. Uline's not. He's been pretty decent, consistent, but like he's not somebody that you'd be like, oh, now he's on the team and Gooch isn't. They're definitely gonna win. Like he had to do something, and he did. So I don't think it's about breaking it up. Just gotta play well.
Patty Reed, Pat Perez need to just create their own teams and get off this team. The team is way too good. They got 96 team points already after 4 events. The next closest is Torquay and Stinger with 52. All 4 of the 4 aces finished in the top 10 this weekend, which is ridiculous. All
It's
4
impressive.
of the all 4 of it's not just this weekend either. All 4 of the 4 aces are in the top 20 in LIV in individual earnings so far this year. Last year they won 4 events and the Miami Team Championship, and then this event in Australia was the first time they won outside the United States. But still, I mean, no one is ever going to beat these guys. They got to break them up. It's almost bad for the league to have such a dominant team. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
I mean, I think, yeah, splitting up the team is better for, parity and making it more interesting. But the fact of the matter is that something that has to be discussed after the season's over. Can't do anything now.
I think anybody out there in LIV with how there's not 100 guys, 125 guys competing each week, I think any one of them is capable of winning each week. So I think you just got to step up. You got to play well. They're the ones to beat. They have the target on their back. I don't think any one team is necessarily better than the other. I think they're just playing consistent golf and they're all shooting lower scores. Yeah, you could sit here and say, well, that's a better team, but that's not necessarily the case. Everybody out there is capable of shooting low. Like Danny Lee won. Like he's not somebody that you're going to have on your radar to win a tournament, let alone shoot well, but he did. So I feel like any one golfer can shoot good. Like Joaquin Neiman, when their team won Torquay, he didn't even qualify for the last day.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he's one of the best golfers on that team. So I think they're all pretty equal. I think they just play well as a team. They step up when they need to and they get the points.
If they're going to push team golf though, and no other team is going to have a chance to win the team championship every single year because this team consistently has, it's just this team consistently has 4 guys who are firing under par every round, and they never have to take an over par round, almost never. And all the other teams are struggling at it. The third guys at either even or +1 every single week, every single round. I don't want to say it's not unfair, but it's a huge advantage that they have over the rest of the teams.
I guess I agree with Chris, but in a way, play it out this season, see what happens, and then maybe adjust as you move on.
It's already almost over. We're 4 events in.
It's not almost over. We're ahead. Less than a third of the way through.
Yeah, plenty of things can happen. People get sick. People get hurt.
Exactly.
Like,
right. I'll take the 4 aces. You guys can have all the other teams for the rest of the way. You name the
odds are in your favor.
You name the bet. It's almost a lock here. I don't know. Maybe I just want to hate a team, and this is going to be the team that I'm going to hate, which is good for the sport, good for the team angle, right? I can root against them now. I'm going to root against them.
Definitely.
I'm rooting against everybody that isn't the Crushers already anyway. So, it's just. not working out as well. But I mean, hey, at least my team's in 4th.
They sure are. They sure are. All right, let's talk about the course. Jerome and I went through the course and we got it so wrong. We went hole by hole and told you how hard this course was going to be. And most of it was because we assumed that there was going to be 13 to 20 mile an hour winds. That was in the forecast. There was no wind, absolutely zero. And that course was completely vulnerable. The field dominated the setup. There were only 3 holes, number 2, number 3, and number 14. 2 of those were par 3s. There were only 3 holes that played over par for the whole field scores, which is, I mean, good and bad, fun, and kind of laughable at the same time.
I'm not going to use the word easier course, but playing a course that they were able to dominate made it fun for those Aussies that came out. A lot of people came out, showed support. I feel like they got their money's worth because it was an awesome, awesome event. So lower scores, I mean, I'm sure we'll talk about it, but Chase Koepka popping that hole in one on that awesome hole. I mean, that's that
the watering hole.
The beer's flowing. I mean, that was just incredible to witness.
69.1 was the scoring average through all 3 rounds for the entire league. That's very low.
Yeah, that's low.
That's too low. I mean, when the league is averaging 3 under par per round, we thought the winner was going to be just barely at maybe 9, 10 under. And there must have been, I don't know how many guys finished less 10 under or better. I got to say in the 20s, because there was, I think when last look, there was 10th place was like 11 or 12 under at last look. So, and all those ties. Anyway, I did enjoy watching the course. There were some really fun shots. 18 was fun to watch. The guys, because they placed that pin on the right side of the green like every single day.
Yeah.
So yeah, which was cool because you get to see the guys chip and hit those tight lie chips off the green and going up and over that little mound by the bunkers. Obviously the watering hole is the talk of everything. But it didn't seem like there was anything too crazy because the wind didn't play an impact, and you never saw too many like way off the grid shots or anything like that we've been seeing in these other courses that are supposedly hit the fairway, make a good approach. It seemed like everyone was hitting the fairway. I think I want to say it was 75 or 76%. 75 or 76% was greens in regulation for everyone for 3 rounds combined.
Wow.
That's a lot of birdie putts. That's a lot of birdie putts. But outside of that, I mean, obviously the atmosphere was crazy. First round when they're gathering around the green, stand on the edge of the green, round 1 to finish up on 18. That was awesome.
Yeah.
The shoeies, of course, the shoey is
the best.
I think it's LIV Golf's like calling card now, right? Like
it
every
is.
event. Yeah.
It is.
And so hopefully that catches on. Maybe we get Gimme that shoe and have some people film themselves.
We should walk around the city and just get people to do shoeies.
That would be awesome.
$5 or awesome. Shoey.
We'd also record yourself doing a shoey at the end of your next round.
Yes.
Yes.
Shoey every round.
Love that.
Yes.
We'll make it marketing gold.
I'm playing I'm playing a golf event golf outing this Friday, so I'll get everybody to do one.
On the 18th. On the 18th, everybody gets
Casper Kill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good outing. I've done that one before.
Of all the people we know, which shoey would be the worst to take out of?
Rush. Be like his belly button.
I was gonna go oval because it's probably already half full when you start to pour the beer in there. Love you, oval. Rome, who you got?
You guys picked some fucking foul ones. And we don't know anybody that's homeless.
Well,
probably, I'm sure we do.
Yeah. No, you know what? I'll tell you what. I've been in the car with him after a number of rounds. Austin has some pretty bad foot odor. So I feel like a shoey I feel like a shoey out of his one, it would just be gross.
Spicy, probably a spicy.
Yeah, run through you.
For our feet people who are watching, celebrity shoey you would love to take a shoey out of.
Post that comment, definitely.
You got one, Mac?
Who I would?
Yeah, a shoey. I'd like to take a Shaq shoey. I'd like to fill that thing up and really like show it off.
Dude, that's a 6-pack.
Yeah.
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 It's like a size 37. J-Lo?
Oh yeah.
Probably clean, right?
Mm.
It's probably really clean.
I'm gonna go with recent receiver of the largest contract in NFL history, Jalen Hurts. Take a shoey out of his cleat.
Such a homer. My God. You don't even
I don't
need
have words
shoe.
for that comment.
You'd pour it between his toes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High heels.
Yeah, he's got to have the shoe off to do a shoey. Nasty. All right, let's talk about the winner, Talor Gooch. One thing we did, or two things we did get right from, were you got to hit the fairways and you're gonna have to make putts to win this tournament. And Talor Gooch did exactly that in rounds 1 and 2. Fairways in round 1, 93%, round 2, 86%.
Wow.
And putts, round 1, 27, round 2, 27. So that'll give you 62, no doubt.
Yeah, two incredible scores.
Obviously came back to the field a little bit in round 3, and he only hit 64% of the fairways. And he had 34 putts in round 3, which was the second worst of anyone all weekend. So
what did Lahiri shoot today? Or yesterday, or whatever, however you want to say it. I mean, he came out of nowhere. 17 under, I think he ended.
Yeah, he did. I think he was sitting 9, so I think he must have shot about 63, 64, something like that coming into the day, that's a great round.
Yeah.
Phil had another great round, played well in this tournament. Brooks played well in this tournament.
Great end with the birdie putt.
Yeah. Those two guys look like they are going to have a good season. I mean, from the Masters, they carried it right over. You'd think there'd be like some lag for Brooks and Phil.
I think that Masters gave Phil the confidence to move forward. I think he's going to play well.
I absolutely agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think he's got a win coming?
No.
Not that good, huh? That was really cold.
I think no. He might get a top 5, top 6 here and there, but not yet.
Okay. Well, anyway, they played really well. One thing about Gooch though, is, and I wish I had known this ahead of time because I would have picked him instead of stupid Graham McDowell, finished 40th.
Mm-hmm.
I think McDowell must have shot over par the second round 2 and 3 because he was like 8 or 9 under after round 1. He was right there.
What do you end up with? 4 under, 3 under?
He I don't know what I think 4 under. I think he finished 4 under.
What did Leishman finish?
Didn't see his score. Not that much better.
He was at 8 under today. I don't know where he went to.
But we know Rome picked the right guy.
Yeah.
What was he, 13?
15.
15. Ooh.
Yeah, he surged all the way down the last. I think he had 4 birdies in his last 6 holes, something like that. Something crazy. He really finished well. He was.
Is he in the positive? Is Crispy in the positives now, or is he still? I mean, negatives.
Yeah, he's under par for sure.
Oh, good. 1 under.
We got a race. We got a race for sure. Anyway, we all would have picked Talor Gooch had we had known that his caddy was Australian.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard him talking.
And he credited his caddy. Yeah, no, he credited his caddy. He's like, this guy knew the Australian greens better than anybody, and his demeanor was just calm the whole time. Even when I was playing well, it was just like another round of golf. And then when I started to struggle, it was just like another round of golf. So cheers to his caddy. Shoey for the caddy, for sure.
Absolutely.
For sure. Anybody else you guys want to mention who had a good tournament?
I want to shift a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, if we stick on that, I think Bubba Watson showed some real positives. I think his putting was great. He had a nice eagle. I think he's coming around. Couple guys showed some good stuff, but I think I want to start a segment each week.
Love it. I know.
called
I know where this is going.
Max Eek of the Week, because Eek, did anybody see? I mean, I'm sure you did. Pat Perez when he made the birdie putt and danced and looked like an absolute goon. Like all of his coolness just drained from him. I think of him, oh, he's got a cool house. He's got the wife. He's got the cars. He's cool. He got the hair. He loves to drink. He loves to curse. He's that guy. He looked like a dweeb, just like a dweeb, like somebody you'd beat up on the bus. That was the worst moves I've ever seen. He's high five in the air, just looked like an idiot. That was Max Eek of the Week. It was hard to watch, I gotta say.
I felt it for him that he was into that moment. It was his last time on the watering hole. Drilled a big birdie putt.
Of course, in the moment, he's fired up, but oof.
But you should have had he should have had some kind of planned move. Like obviously
just
he wasn't going to be Harold.
Get the crowd going. One high five to your caddy, not like throw your putter in the air, do like a weird shimmy, miss your guy. Like it was awkward.
Pat,
I feel like we need to get a video of the next time Jay dances around the hole and just like put it side by side, put that up on social media.
I do that too.
See what the people think.
Aaron, if you can insert that video in here, because that was rough.
I'll give it a try. Jay doesn't really celebrate. He's like a he's like a
quick needed that putt. Needed that.
Quick little quick little jab.
Yeah. Not a big celebrator.
Harold Varner on the other side of that.
You gotta act like you've been there before.
With the really good moves on 12 when he got his walk-up music. Oh yeah. He's smooth. And he's playing well, by the way.
How cool was that, man? Annabon Lahiri goes up and they play that all that music and then you know what I'm saying? And then Sergio gets up there and they play the Spanish music, and then you got Kevin Knopp there and they were ding dong ding. It was just the coolest thing.
Did you guys hear what Phil walked out to?
I don't think I caught it.
You definitely didn't.
Was it John Denver?
No, it was Eminem.
Fantastic.
Oh, that's all. I did hear that. Yes,
I did hear that. Yeah, Phil was walking out to Eminem. Did Siwon Kim finish in last place again? Let's get a check.
I don't know, man.
No, he finished 47th.
Guy's shooting like 89s.
Someone withdrew, right? There was a withdraw. I can't remember who withdrew. Scott Vincent? Did someone withdraw? I thought I saw a WD up on the board. But anyway, Siwon Kim needs to probably leave LIV, right? I mean, this dude is.
Yeah, he needs to go back to the drawing board and figure out where he fits in, because it's not LIV. It's definitely not the PGA Tour. Not even the Corn Ferry, man. He needs to get back to the drawing board and see where he fits in, see if golf is even in his future, because mini golf, might be a better option. And listen, we all go on that course. We shoot 165. The point is, if you're going to be out there, you're going to be competing against the best in the world. You're going to be on TV. You're going to try to win. You can't. And you got a whole team that's, looking up. I need your help. So you don't.
Someone's got to finish last, though.
Yeah, but it's usually him. And the Ironheads
by 10-stroke difference.
And in a team event, taking Siwon Kim's, he never qualifies. And if he does, he's qualifying at 3 over or something like that. And that's the Ironheads have no chance as long as
they go out to dinner the night before and they're just like, oh, this fucking Siwon, man. This guy's killing us.
Yeah, absolutely. We got another event coming up this week in Singapore, so they're keeping the international kind of thing going on. And I met with our marketing folks again, and one of their suggestions was let's touch an international fan base somehow. So if you are listening to us from a country outside of America, we want to hear from you. So leave your comments in our comment section. Tell us what the world wants to hear about LIV Golf, not just 3 stupid Americans, chatting about it, because I think there's kind of like an angle there that we can attack and focus in on the countries, the pride. Like there's a lot to that in LIV. You can see that when you see Torquay. You can see that when you see the Fireballs and stuff like that, and those types of teams. So I think LIV should really be pushed. I don't know. I we see it in Australia and Ripper this week. I think a cool thing would be to have to go to like a home course for those international teams and kind of make it like a rotating thing. Like this Australia event was great. Next year, let's do insert whatever, Spain.
Yeah.
Something like that. That'd be really fun. Be super fun. Yeah, so that was Adelaide. Awesome time, fun to watch. Sucks that it was on replay though. I think the ratings are gonna be hurt because people already knew. When it's hard to ignore. It's hard to ignore, especially when the first two rounds, Talor Gooch goes out there and shoots 62, 62, and everyone's like, "Holy shit, this guy's 20 under par after 2 rounds." How do you avoid that?
I gotta say though, maybe you guys did and I just missed it, but I didn't really see any. You know how you get the ESPN updates, all these updates. I didn't see anything on my phone that would have gave it away. So I did get to enjoy watching it at 1 o'clock at the broadcast. To be honest, all 3 days, I didn't have anything that besides my own intrigue. I didn't look, but yeah, I was able to watch it with no problem. I see how that could have been a rating issue, but yeah, I didn't get any updates or anything saying this person's in the lead or whatever. So that was at least good. But we can't not touch on the hole in one.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Hit it up.
I mean, that watering hole was insane. And then I watched it live. Did you guys see it? Well, not live, but did you watch it? Like you didn't see just the replay, right? You saw like the actual. It was yeah, absolutely incredible. Swung, held his position. You see the crowd on the outside, which was packed on that hole. Ball hits 5 feet right of the pin, rolls down slowly, drops in, just went nuts. I mean, the emotion he had, again, I know I texted you this earlier, but like, you can't help but be in the shadow of Brooks, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the guy's all over the place. He's on every news thing. Anything to do with golf, it's Brooks. Chase has his opportunity here playing in LIV. And to do that, I mean, come on, just awesome. The beer's going, the bottle's going. They had the ball retriever. Did you see that? Pushing all the water bottles to one side just
that was awesome.
So Paul Casey could hit. Just incredible. Just what a cool moment. And good on him. That's awesome. Proud of him.
Yeah, we're gonna see that highlight obviously for the rest of the season and seasons going forward. Like he's got one of the all-time LIV moments already, so good for him.
Sure.
Hopefully he can turn that into a successful career because he played well this weekend, but he really struggled pretty much in every other tournament that he's participated in. He's had some rounds where he's been playing well.
It's the putting it all together.
But putting it all together for him is going to be.
But maybe this will turn it around, knowing that he can do it, knowing that he can hang and put good shots together. Maybe that'll help.
Yeah, definitely. Did you guys play golf this week?
I was supposed to play golf today. Me and Robbie, we were supposed to go to Beekman. We knew that was going to get rained out because we had torrential downpour yesterday, about over an inch of rain. But we canceled that. We set up McCann, and then right before we were about to go, McCann closed the course. So I didn't get to play this week. Hit a lot in the backyard prior to the rain, which was nice. Brought out my sticks, and then I also brought out my my Mizuno blades, and I was hitting the back, just puring them. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll make the switch back to these things. But yeah, I hit a lot, but I didn't get to play. No indoor, no outdoor.
This was my first week where I didn't play. Just too busy. We were doing too many things and didn't get out there, but made the tee time for Thursday. So I'll have some golf to talk about next week. Rome?
I played 9 at Dinsmore last night.
After they closed, so you didn't have to
5 o'clock tee time. It was supposed to be the last one's out, and unfortunately I had a last minute customer that just talked my ear off. So I got there 10 minutes late, and luckily my wife was there and paid for the round already. So I just, got up there and shot a 47. I only got to play 9. So shot a 47, which is my second best round of 9 this year so far. 3 weeks ago, I shot a 45 at playing 9 at College Hill. So trying to break 90. So, obviously
it's a great goal.
Got a lot to go from there, but no, felt great. Gonna try and play Casper Kill Tuesday, and then I have the golf outing on Friday. At
We're gonna
Casper
have
Kill.
a lot of golf to talk. We're gonna have a lot of golf to talk about that next week. That's awesome.
You know what you should do, Jerome? You should play in the DeStefano tournament, the Ralph DeStefano tournament at College Hill. It's 18 holes, 9 and 9, same 9 obviously twice, but it's all done by. It's the first and second week in June. The first Saturday in June, you go and you just play a round of 18 they pair you up with 3 other guys. You go out and you play. Based on what you score, there's 5 different flights you get in. So you could shoot 150 and you're going to be playing with people who also shot 150. So you don't have to worry about like the Dutchess County Amateur, it's 10 handicap and less, but you could be a 9.9 and a +3 and playing the same thing, and whoever wins. But the Stefano tournament's done in flight. So it's really, really fun. It tests your game. It puts you in a position, a super competitive position. You're playing against guys who have the same skill level as you. And there's prize money. There's trophies. It's a lot of fun. So it's all match play too. So you play against one other guy. So you'll get in your flight, and then it'll be, say you're the 10th seed and you play against the 14th seed or however many people there are. You play against that guy. If you shoot an 8 on one hole, on the first hole, he shoots a 4, he wins that one. But the 8 doesn't matter because it's hole by hole by hole by hole. It's match play. Super fun. So definitely think about it.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
It is. I do it every year. It's great.
Nice.
It's just, again, a way to test yourself.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, we're going to cover hole by hole for the Singapore tournament later on this week. We'll get that preview out to you, hopefully with some images, if we can get some images of the course this time. And if you like what you hear, Rome, tell them what they need to do.
Hey, look in the corner. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell so that you get notifications that we're posting stuff. Check us out on social media. Reach out. You international folks, let us know what you want to hear. We will. What international folks is racist?
Racist.
We want to know what you want to hear. And that's not to discourage you stupid Americans. Tell us what you fucking want to hear too.
That's not racist.
No, that's not. No, not at all. Who, me?
No, not you.
The blonde-haired, blue-eyed white guy?
That's right. Looks like Cam with this thing that you got going.
Oh, you mean my whiskers?
Yeah.
Did you thin them out this week because they look pointier?
No.
He sculpted them. Got the at-home Cam kit.
Your head's looking very shiny this week. Did you wax it before you?
It's the lighting, I think. It is. No, it is. I do have butter on there.
Oh,
butter.
Oh, okay.
Like That's Land O'Lakes, not shea butter. Land O'Lakes butter.
Oh, the Land O'Lakes.
Yeah,
it's nice. Do you
shines
still
up nice?
Do you like the Land O'Lakes because it has the Native American on it, or?
Oh, come on. This is a different show for that. Yeah, but I have my glasses right here. I was gonna wear them for you.
Oh my God! Thank God you.
I figured we'd not give you the satisfaction.
I don't know. I've had a lot of people reach out on social media saying that they need Daddy Stanley. Tell us what he thinks about golf. So
if I'm Daddy Stanley, and you're Cam's creepy twin, who is Aaron? Who is Aaron?
He's a cautionary tale. That's what he is.
Yeah, that's for sure. I do give the best advice.
Aaron looks like a turtle that got turned into a human accidentally.
He looks different every week.
The way his upper lip kind of hangs over his lower lip like that.
Don't make Mercer jokes. That's just not funny, man. Too soon.
I feel like if you wear a hat, you look completely different.
Oh, absolutely.
Like you just look me.
And when he takes the hat off, he looks like inmate 22492.
All right.
We love each other. I swear.
No, absolutely.
Yeah. Something like that.
Hey,
All right.
speaking of which,
Yeah,
that's a
go ahead.
nice Minnesota Timberwolves sweatshirt.
Go
you have.
T-Wolves. Playoffs,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah. Whose girlfriend did you steal that from?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure whose room I was in when I grabbed this hoodie.
Details. We have May 5th. We have looking forward to.
Absolutely.
We have a an outing up at Thunderheart. That should be fun.
We got a lot of golf coming up. So
You remember
maybe
Thunderheart?
so
You
much
came
golf.
with us, right?
Yeah. Let's
Me,
do a
Chris,
whole show.
Austin, and Robbie have an outing May 5th.
Looking
We're gonna do a
very
whole
much
show
forward to it.
on our golf games for sure. When there's a break in the live action, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely gonna do that. All right, let's get the fuck out of here.